too. So, all right, cool. So the title of this talk is Keys to a Kick-Ass Outgoing PDI. So number one, first things first, when you get on the phone with them, Issa, what's the first thing that we want to do?
See how they're doing.
Cool. See how they're doing, right? So we want to build rapport, especially just with everything that we were talking about, like building the culture and building a relationship with our people. It's really important that, like, you know, when we hop on the phone, we're not just like, all right, hey man, like, what are your days?
So this is like your goal. Let me know if you can
Yeah.
do nice talking to you.
Yeah, and it's like, cool. So you're gonna sell 2K? All right, bye. And then they're like, oh fuck, bro, this girl Issa's just gonna call me to talk about this work again. Like, really build rapport. One thing that I'm working on right now is like being more of a vulnerable leader, and I think that well, we had this conversation, but it also just allows you to connect with people a little bit more. So obviously, I don't just like go tell them your deepest secrets, but like also just, you know, letting them know that you're listening to them and so on and so forth is really, really key as well too. So first is building rapport. Second, what's the second thing?
Inspire them, like talk them up, so that when you do tell them like their projection, they're not like closed off to. They're like, oh yeah, like I can definitely hit that, and then just show them how it's gonna benefit them. Like you said, like the team, the company, everyone.
Yep. Okay, cool. So inspire. I would say before talking to them about their goal, and this is something that I sent to you, and then I deleted because I was like, damn, I don't want to send that so early because I actually want to go over it really quickly. And now I lost it. How convenient is that? So it's just a couple things that you want to hit on. Dude, how did I lose this? Cool. So a couple of things that you want to hit on a Wednesday confirmation call. So for one, promotion, right? So Wednesday promo. So whether that's Wednesday promo or the PSP promo, promote the Wednesday phone jam team meeting. Really, really hype it up. Make them know they're gonna have a fun. Especially now, what we're changing and really trying out, making sure that everyone has the schedule and is really, really, really ready to grind. So it's like, hey, usually we run our phone jams for 6 to 9. Do you like being on Zoom making calls for 3 hours straight? Cool. Well, now this week we're actually going to cut it like literally dramatically. Okay. Instead of 6 to 9, we're going to go ahead and get an hour out of there. We're going to go ahead from just 6:30 to 8 p.m. So really just an hour and a half to 2 hours to really, really jam. But hey, it's like half of the time is gone. That just means that, hey, when we're on, we really, really need to be more focused. So I really do need you there at 6 p.m. on the dot. So you're not wasting too much time, and then just be prepared to be really, really dialed in. And then of course, just hype up the team meeting. We're going to create a theme. I think it's funner when we have themes. So like, of course, sharing the theme, like, hey, it could be like sunglasses day or whatever the hell, I don't know. But like making sure they're having a lot of fun and just promoting it with a lot of fun. So people are actually like looking forward to like, oh, what are they going to do? Or like, hey, make sure you're ready to be competitive because we're going to have a Kahoot going on. And look, like, I don't know about you, but I would love to win some Spartans clout as well too for the spring. So you need to make sure that if you're on my team when we do the Kahoot, you're ready to kick some ass, right? So promoting them, getting them to get some hype. Okay, and then asking these questions. So this is another thing. This is quality check in a way. Okay, so asking these questions. So it's like, yep. So hey, the team meeting, it's going to be awesome tomorrow, and of course we've got the phone jam right before that. Look, our team is going to be aiming to book about 7, 10, or 12 demos a person on Wednesday to get to our goal of 150 demos booked up for the week. That's what we're going to need to happen if we're going to want to go ahead and knock out that 20K goal this week. So let me know, how many demos do you think you could commit to booking before the phone jam? Right. So we want to make sure that we're getting people on the phones before, just because, you know, they just have less to do in the actual phone jam. 2, how many demos can you commit to booking during the phone jam? So 7, 10, or 12, right? Now there's the fall, that's summer numbers. It would be 3, 5, 7.
Okay.
3, 5, 7. How many calls can you commit to making during the phone jam? Making sure that they know, like, hey, the standards, they're coming in with the standards, 20 an hour. And then, of course, we have an hour and a half total of calls. So let me know, do you have 30 to 40 names and numbers on queue? Right. And that's actually the fourth one. How many names and numbers do you have on queue? So making sure that, like, hey, people are coming in with phone numbers. And then if they don't, I'm going to go ahead and send you this document, getting more appointments video. So there's a video and a document that, like, hey, the moment we notice that someone's lacking on numbers, they're like, they need to come in tomorrow with 30. Like, that's their new assignment. If they don't, they need to have a conversation with me, and you can let them know, leverage me, make me out to be the bad guy. Like, hey, you want to come in tomorrow with 30? If not, you're gonna have to have a conversation with Jonathan on just why you didn't hit your responsibilities, do your assignment, and it's really not going to be a fun one. So, like, I want to help you out. I'm really looking out for you here. I'm going to send you this video on getting more appointments and a document to help you brainstorm a little bit. And let's see if we can just take some time to really try and either reach out to new, past customers, people who owe you recs, or just go back to mom and dad and ask for an extra 5 to 10. Do you think you can come in tomorrow with an extra 5 to 10 since you already have 20, so you can have 30 for tomorrow's phone jam? Perfect. Awesome. After that, there's 2 videos that we have. So if you've seen it before, the videos that everybody watches, which I send out on Wednesday mornings. Have you seen those? So it's literally like the phone jamming, it's like just how to call recommendations video by Jeff Gamboa, making sure that everybody has that video and is watching that video as well before. So it's like, hey, by the way, make sure that you watch the video before coming in tomorrow. We're going to be checking people on that. And you really, really want to make sure that you have that video watched so Jonathan can let you into the Zoom. Okay. It's when we're taking attendance. So making sure that people are watching that video. Personally, I've literally seen that, like, people are just more just efficient. It's the how to call recommendations video and the firming up, which both of them I think is like 20 minutes by Mike Abramowitz. And then after that, there's a lot more hype, right? Or this is where, by the way, share their goal. So just like we were talking about, hey, Issa, your goal, you're projected to do $2,000 for the week, or so on and so forth. Share their projected goal. Give them confidence. And then a great send-off. Right. So essentially, I'll do a quick call, a quick run through or a quick role play, just so you can hear how it sounds, and just so I guess whoever else is going to watch this video can also hear how it sounds as well too. So let's do, can I bold this? There we go. Boom. All right, let's do this. So I'll be me, Issa, you'll be you. I'll just be calling you. And this is kind of how it sounds. So ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hey, Issa, how's it going? It's Jonathan Costell.
I'm good, Jonathan. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing super, super well. Week's actually been going pretty good, pretty good. Just, obviously with school and stuff going on, it's a little bit, always you've got some stuff going on in the schedule. But classes are going well. Really can't complain. I'm just excited for office later on for the rest of the year. How are you? How's that? How's the family? How's friends, relationships, school?
Pretty good. Just got into school. Got my schedule, figuring out classes. So pretty excited for that.
Nice. How many classes are you taking this semester?
About 5 classes. So a pretty stocked schedule.
Is that more or less than you took last semester?
So that's one more that I took last semester.
Nice. Are you excited for more classes, more work, and less time?
Super excited.
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like the dream for sure. So, hey, other than that, not a problem. I mean, of course, you didn't crush it. I mean, you did pretty well last semester, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
good.
exactly. So you're gonna crush it this semester as well too. Okay. Hey, realistically, I just want to go over really quickly our Wednesday team meeting tomorrow. And listen, Issa, like this team meeting and Phone Jam, it's not gonna be like the other team meetings and Phone Jam. Issa, ask me why.
Why?
Okay, so first things first. Remember how we used to run phone jams from like 9 to 9:30, and you'd be there for like an hour, 3 hours and a half, or 4 hours?
Remember those?
Yeah. Do you like being there for 4 hours?
No, not at all.
Exactly. So what we're actually going to do, we're cutting that time in half dramatically. So it's actually only going to be an hour and a half to 2 hours there. Okay. Issa, say yay.
That's awesome. Yay.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. Now, here's the other thing as well, too. With that being said, it's really, really important that just everybody on our team is really, really focused and dialed in for the jump. So making sure that you're on from the kickoff at 6, because we're going to go ahead and start at 6:30 to 8. Andrew's going to kick us off the divisional phone jam at 6. And it's really important that you're there from the beginning because there's just less time and you're really, really prepared to make a lot more calls and just grind out that quick hour and a half that we have. So listen, it's going to be awesome. And especially for tomorrow, the team meeting. Listen, you need to be there. Our theme is actually going to be sunglasses because we're ready to take the trip to take this trip to Puerto Rico for some of the winners. And I know that you were one of them as well too. So get your sunglasses and the shades ready. And also we're going to be doing a quick Kahoot at the end, and we're going to be doing teams. Okay. So Issa, I don't know what the teams are looking like, but you really need to make sure you're bringing your competitiveness and your game face. Because if you're on my team, we need to kick some ass. Does that sound good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, awesome. So listen, our team is going to be looking to or aiming to book 3, 5, or 7 demos per person this Wednesday to make sure we're knocking out our 150 demo goal. This is what we really, really need to make sure we're doing to stay on pace for our 20K week to knock out this $300,000 spring as well too. So listen, it's a lot less time for the phone jam. So I want to know, how many demos can you commit to booking before getting into the phone jam?
About 3 to 5.
Cool. 3 to 5. So before coming in on Wednesday, you can make sure that you have 3 to 5 ahead of you. Awesome. And then how many demos can you book to committing during the phone jam? 3, 5, or 7?
I could definitely book 5.
5. Nice. So you're looking to have like 10 ahead of you after Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Cool. Perfect. Yep. You're right on the ball. And let me know, how many calls can you commit to making during the phone jam?
I think about 45 calls.
45. Cool. Perfect. So listen, 20 an hour is a healthy pace. We have an hour and a half total, really. So just make sure that when you're hopping on, you're grinding, you're on the ball, and really knocking out those calls. But hey, 45 is going to be really, really solid and exactly what you need to get you to 5. And let me know, how many numbers do you currently have on queue?
I believe I have around 120 on queue right now.
Okay, cool. Well, give me one quick second here. Let me actually check that. Let's see. We got Isabella. Cool. So you've got about 90 leads on queue right now, which is totally fine, by the way. That's really, really solid. Here's the thing, though. It's always important that we're constantly looking to add on some names and numbers as well. So, look, do you think, I know you're really, really solid. Do you have any customers, by the way, that still owe you Rex, or any other customers you think you can reach out to, or even mom and dad, to get an extra 5 to 10 recommendations before coming in for tomorrow?
I mean, definitely. I have like about 5 or 6 customers that definitely can send me some more recs.
Nice. 5 or 6 customers. And if you get each of those to send you 1 or 2 recs, you're going to be well on your way. So that's going to be awesome. Tomorrow, Jonathan's going to be sending out a 2 videos or actually, yeah. So if they don't have those appointments, or if they don't have recommendations, you would just be like, okay, cool. Well then, hey, I'm going to send you this video and this document to make sure that you get some recommendations. You need to come in with 30, so on and so forth. So we're just continue on from there. So hey, tomorrow Jonathan's going to be sending 2 videos, how to call recommendations and firming up. Listen, like, you really want to make sure you're watching these 2 videos. of course, because I know how you know how to make calls. You're good at making calls, but it's always really, really good to go over those fundamentals, making sure that you're not missing anything when you are on the phone. And then of course, you just want to make sure that hey, if you're using your time to book up demos, they're not going to cancel or reschedule on you. So hey, we're going to be checking and signing people in as they're entering the Wednesday team meeting. Can you make sure to watch those 2 videos before coming in so that Jonathan is going to be able to let you into the Zoom?
100%. Yes.
Awesome. And just to make it a little bit more efficient for you, I'm going to send you a text that you can actually send out to all of your past customers. That way they can actually reach out to any of the recommendations they gave you this week, just so they have a heads up that you're going to be calling them after 6:30. So you got a lot more answers and you can book up those 5 like this. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. Awesome. And then lastly, I was actually on a call with Jonathan. Isa, like we've, like I said, we're going after a 20K week. And honestly, we've been looking for some leaders to step up in our office for us to hit our goal. And we just identified you as someone who really has been knocking it out with consistency and a high level of sales. And we really, really think that you can help us lead the way to getting our office back into rhythm and creating that culture that we really, really want to make sure we're embodying this spring. So we've got you projected for $2,000 for the week. Listen, Isa, you knocking out $200 for a week is for one going to put you right on pace for that FSM goal that I know that you have by the end of spring. On top of that, you see you're at like what now, like 40%, 45%.
I think around 40%. Yeah.
Cool. So an extra $800 in the bank probably doesn't hurt, right? But even more importantly than that, you say you knocking out a $2,000 goal is just for one going to help us solidify this 20K week. And listen, us solidifying a 20K week and really knocking it out is going to allow us to create the culture, the fundamentals, and really the platform for us to knock out a $300,000 spring. And then of course, really, like you're going to be one of the instrumental individuals in allowing us to have a $2 million year. So look, I don't want to put too much pressure on you or anything like that, but like the team is really, really counting on you this week to lead the way and sell $2,000. You think you'll be able to do that this week?
Definitely.
Cool. Perfect. Always excited to be able to count on you. So, and listen, I mean, of course you can. So you've sold like what? Like multiple like 3K weeks, even just put in a 10K order over the spring break, right? Or winter break. So 2 grand is going to be nothing to you right now as well too. So, hey, super excited to have you on the team. I mean, of course, as always, as we talk and go back and forth, listen, make sure you've got your A game and your game face going. And you're wearing shades for tomorrow's phone jam and team meeting. I'm going to reach out to you after, by the way, just to make sure, like, just to see how many you get booked up beforehand, just to make sure that, like you're doing well and hitting your numbers and hitting your goals. And I'm super, super excited for you. Isa, I think you have an awesome opportunity. I think that, hey, if you continue just the way that you've been going so far, I know that Andrew and Jonathan have really been looking for, and have a few available assistant manager positions and TLA positions going into the spring. And I really, really think that you can be, you can actually take advantage of some of those positions. Not only that, I mean, just knock out a lot of those goals that I know that you have, and honestly, just be a kick-ass rep for the spring. So super excited for you. Let me know. You have any other questions before we hop off here?
I think you covered it all.
Cool. Perfect. Well, then, hey, I'll talk to you soon. Get those shades ready. And in a couple weeks, I'll see you in Puerto Rico. Talk to you tomorrow. All right, cool. And then bye. So that's really it. Yeah, last thing was, I think, text
Yes.
to past recs or to past customers, which will be sent out Wednesday morning. And other than that, that is realistically it. That is what goes into that. Last thing that I didn't do, that's horrible, that I would always do, is ask them to repeat what they committed to out loud. So it's like, cool. So hey, Isa, so what time are we starting tomorrow? And you'll be like 6 a.m. It's like, cool. What time are you going to be there? Well, 6 a.m. Awesome. And how many appointments are you going to get picked up before that, by the way? Yeah, 3 to 5. And then let me know how many you're going to get booked up inside of that. Cool. And then blah, blah. And just like having them reaffirm and reconfirm that. And just so it makes the conversation, like if they don't, a whole lot easier. Where it's like, well, you literally told me with your own words that you were going to do this. So now this is a real problem. versus them being like, oh, well, I didn't really commit to it. You were kind of talking and I
Right.
said yes, but not to that thing. To like the other thing. And then, yeah, other than that, we should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording for anybody watching this. Just make sure you're taking notes and crushing your PDI. Then Issa, now we're going to have the fun of calling through half of the team and creating a kick-ass phone jam. So
Sounds
do it.